in case somebody needed some encouragement. I want to be out there. I want to be out there because a lot of young people have been protesting and the police been talking to them crazy. So I want them to see a grown nigga out there. And although I don't grade quick, I'm a grown person, and I want to be out there just in case something got sideways, and I was able to speak up from an adult point of view. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not out there. I'm not out there. Like, oh, we gotta fight. Oh, no, I'm out there like this shit been fucked up. I'm glad that we're in unison now. I'm really glad they started making demands because that's what's important. I'm like, you got to know, not just what you're fighting for, but what you're fighting for. Like Jay-Z said, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. Like this is being black is a business.
Yeah.
So we gotta go. So who's the CEO? How's the corp go? How do we work out the shares? Let's work this shit out. Being black is a business in America. Now we're moving forward for our promotion in life, which is to be on the same level as everybody else, and saying, hey, yo, we know what we want. Here's our list of demands. We're holding ourselves ransom. You can't have our shit, our fly ass shit,
right.
our dopeness, our swag. We holding that ransom until we get what we want. And in the meantime, y'all get some of these police out here who was mad because they didn't get no ass when they was little, or they got beat up all the time. They didn't make the football team. The nigga couldn't make it to the army. He started lifting weights. His friend said, join the police force. He bullied a couple motherfuckers. Then he like, oh, we could fuck with the black people. They ain't gonna do shit about it. And then niggas start doing shit about it. So yeah, I'll still say what I did was mild because I know how I get, with authority figures. My mother's always been like, fuck the police. So
okay, yeah.
My mother could see me doing some shit wrong. She's like, but that's not your child. Yeah, he broke in that building. That's for you to call me. Like, so I've always had that. Let's parent each other first before they police us.
Definitely. And even in Chicago, I know you're from Chicago. They always kind of got down with the police in Chicago. Certain cities like St. Louis, Chicago, they ain't really take that shit from the police like that.
You always gonna speak back, man. You got to, especially at the crib, man.
Right. How you feel about Ice Cube, man? Ice Cube was going in on everybody, calling out the system. People have even labeled him anti-Semitic. How do you feel about Ice Cube now, just turning all the way up?
I think Ice Cube has been that. I think what they did is they woke a sleeping bear. And not just because the nigga then gave me, we worked together. We did our first movie, Barbershop, of course, thank them letting me be part of that. I was a kid, but putting me in that. Also 21 Jump Street, well, Cube, Cube was in that, and then the Hip Hop Square. So we have this working relationship. But at the end of the day, this man is a man who's always been about that. You listen to all old Cube records, he was already preaching and telling y'all how he felt about it, regardless if he was fucking bitches every now and then or gaffling niggas in the middle of it. End of the day, America's Most Wanted was a powerful movement and how we felt. You know what I'm saying? And I believe Cube is he's a megaphone for a lot of quiet niggas. A lot of people say shit like this when they sitting around getting high or drinking. Cube decided to be a megaphone and speak because he's on a platform. Can't nobody hire the nigga. You can't let the nigga work no more. He's not saying nothing that's completely out of pocket to the point where you don't understand where he's coming from. And if you do not understand black people's conversations, then you cannot even begin to equate yourself to being on the level of saying what matters or what part of movements you could be in. I say that all around. I'm talking about like when you be like, nigga, I'll kill you. You don't mean you a killer, nigga. Lil Duval got in trouble for saying if somebody pulls out a dick on him that didn't have a dick, ain't supposed to have one, man, I'll kill him up. He wasn't going against the trans world because he understands that coming from a little man's world. You know what I'm saying? That's like somebody saying, I'll smack all little niggas in here, and a little nigga get upset about it.
Right.
If you speak the language, you look at him as a trans warrior that you are for your people, for your rights, and you go, oh, we ain't worry about him. He's kidding. His voice is going for this. His voice is not meaning in that way. We're gonna take him and show him how to use his voice rather than be upset with him about what he said. So you become the megaphone for your situation. And It's just you got to know how to speak the language. If you know what I'm saying, like you got to get it, you got to understand the language so you don't take shit in the wrong way. So if you want to, you know what Cube's saying. Cube is definitely not against any Jews. Cube is never gonna say. He's saying why are you not saying something if you're forced? He not speaking to you. That's like, all right. Bottom line, let me break it down for people. Fuck my words up. If a group of niggas walking down the street, I'm in this group of niggas, and somebody yell out, "Bitch ass nigga," I'm not gonna turn around. Because you ain't talking to me.
Right.
So if you being talked to, and you feel like you ain't doing shit, like shut you motherfucker, you ain't marching, you ain't protesting, you punk ass nigga, you turn around, it's because you are hearing something that only you can hear, only that's meant for you. You turn around because that affected you in some kind of way. That hit your nerves, but it's not going to affect somebody who doing what the fuck they supposed to be doing. And most of the time, the people that get mad are somebody who ain't doing what they supposed to be doing. So they gonna try to take his words and flip them and say this and say that.
I think anybody who's been a fan of Cube knows how genuine he is and how real he is when he's speaking. There's a lot of people, though, I'm not gonna lie to you, that we feel like we look at a social media and we're on the outside looking in. We don't have relationships with the comedians, celebrities, entertainers that we see on Instagram and things like that. Some of them seem like they baiting in a lot of ways. Some of them seem like they're gonna show all the horrible shit, the negative shit, to rile a certain demographic of people up. Meanwhile, show no real solution and no real positive outcome to any situation. Just straight negative, bait. Are there baiters out there, in your opinion, that people that just go, all right, this is what we're going to push today. Let's piss off this demographic of people today?
I think that a lot of times we forget. So a small reminder sometimes is not bad to me. As far as being baited, once again, that's a mind state. If you could be baited by something, somebody could bait you into something to trigger, like you say, like Ball Alert is right, trigger warning. So you can click on it if you want to and take it how you feel that situation will make you feel. But as far as just showing the negative side, I just that you're in a position of power anyway. So you're correct in saying show some kind of solution, but sometimes you're posting that because you don't have a solution. A lot of these high profile people, man, motherfuckers never stood on nothing. So they were given a ground. They were given a platform. A lot of people never stood on shit. They didn't build their own shit. They didn't make their own shoes. They didn't get up every day and go through hell and a half. So once they're put on the platform, they're not delivering their true information. They're giving what was given to them. They're like, oh, this is wrong. This is messed up. And sometimes it comes off differently, like Taylor Swift, for instance. No, we're not rocking with her because of all the history and shit, because we don't really know shit. But her delivering her information was informative. And you're like, okay, we'll take that without giving a Can
you see us now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you hear me clear?
Yes, sir. We're good to go. I think you were talking about
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
See, this is what happens. The white people here, yes. The white people hear about us talking in depth and they try to cut our shit off. That's what just happened right there. That was some powerful white people right there.
This happened to us a lot.
That was some Epstein type people right there. That was some Epstein shit, man. They hearing about there's some power. They trying to shut us down. That's them Epsteins up there, man. Trying to manipulate the system, make it seem like what they're doing is right. But no, man, I'll say that no one is. I don't believe in baiting. I believe in antagonizing. I believe all information should be available, and how you process it should be on you. If you don't know how to process it, sit with somebody who gonna process the shit for you. Everybody need a translator sometimes, dog. We be around our friends that we know all the time. You be around your niggas, your homies, and one of your friends get into another friend, and it's always a nigga that step in the middle and be like, yo, cool out. What he's saying is this, and what he's saying is that. And them niggas you grew up with. So why wouldn't we need a translator with something so important like this? So no, I don't think it's no baiting. I think sometimes Q might have talked a little crazy, so we need a translator. When they thought Kanye went crazy, there's like niggas need to translate. We need a nigga to sit next to this nigga and deliver the information he's trying to get across properly. I do it a lot. A lot of times I don't mean what I say. I curse motherfuckers out all day. But sometimes I need somebody to step in there and be like, this is what he means, you know? So if that makes sense.
No, I do. Yeah. Appreciate that.
Trump or Biden?
Yeah.
For black people, Trump or Biden? Who's your choice?
Oh man, we in that. Well, because Obama trusted him for so long, and you trust a nigga who in a nigga house, I'm gonna rock with Biden. If this was a country about real estate only, and you're willing to present on his T-shirt, if Trump wore a shirt that said, "I don't really rock with y'all," and was honest about everything, who you are, because I love honest people. He is yet to be honest about who he is as a person to say, "I don't fuck with y'all like that." And I mean niggas in the sense of anybody broke to him is nigga. And that's what he tried to sneak past. Like Trump it ain't like Trump just don't like black people, because a black person making money, he cool with him all day. A black person on his dick, he cool with him all day. It come down to he think a niggas, if this motherfucker can't do nothing for me, fuck him. When he say the no good motherfucker out there, he talking about the white people too.
Mm-hmm.
He just